should have been 2004. There was a time when, during Kibaki's government, when they did a retreat somewhere in Mount Kenya, the late Wamalwa Kijana was a vice president, deputy president for Kibaki at that time. I think it was still vice president. He said that Raila Odinga is one person who creates, I mean, he has two different, the people who hate him to death, and the people who love him to death. You know, that sums up the kind of person he is. But there's something Mheshimiwa Sosion said, and also already has mentioned, about the sacrifices Raila has made. You know, whatever you might say about him, to me, the biggest contribution Raila made to this country is not even the broad-based. It was in 2007. That's the time, it is a fact. And I was working for government at that time, and there are a lot of indications that he actually won that election. No, I was not in government, I was in the media. I joined government in 2013. Sorry. There were all indications that Raila Odinga won that election. And you know, for somebody anywhere in Africa or even in the world, you win an election, you go, I mean, this was not your first attempt. You've sacrificed so much for a country, and then you sit down with the people you feel have stolen your election, and discuss with them. Well, all your people around you, I won't mention names, but a lot of people he works with now, and a lot of people were saying that if the country has to burn, let it burn. Raila Odinga is the only one who sat in the room. I remember meetings that were taking place at Serena. Before even Kofi Annan, the late Kofi Annan, the then Secretary General of UN, came to the country as a mediator. Raila Odinga sat, I mean, he told his troops, we have to sit down and agree. These are now behind the scenes kind of maneuvers, and agreeing because the country is bigger than us. For somebody to sit down, he was not looking at even the position that he's going to get, but he was willing to sit down with the people he believed had stolen his election and agree on a way to bring down, I mean, to calm the country down at a time when, I mean, we had reached a point, leave alone what we are seeing here in the Gen Z. I mean, okay, Parliament was an extreme, but at that time you are talking about spontaneous violence across the country, everywhere. So it became almost a situation where the military, the police, even could actually be overwhelmed. Because if the country, so for him to sit down and agree, because he would actually have allowed them, and the chances are that he would have become the president through that other route. But he agreed. So to me, that is the biggest contribution Raila did.
Raila Odinga has been a man of many nicknames.
Yes.
He was termed as Tinga, which was a symbol of his symbol in the 1997 party symbol. Interestingly, Agwambo, which loosely translates to the mysterious and unpredictable one. And so was he mysterious politically, isn't it? Not many people knew the political moves he was going to make.
Thank you. Abubakar, you see from where Mwenda Njoka left it, you realize Raila has been having different lives, yes. As a parliamentarian, we have something to remember. And many young people, probably the Gen Z and the Alphas, might not know that it is Raila Odinga that came with the creation of KEBS.